Hello, everybody! Wanted to get back into finishing up, I guess, playing through the Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy with massive amounts of cheating, because I wanted to show off a bunch of different decks still. There's still a number of different cards and decks from the original game that I want to show to you all, and, yeah, I figured this would be fun. Mostly as we're still waiting for rotation on the actual TCG currently, so that'll be soon. I mean that'll be tomorrow. But yeah, so let's jump back on in on our journey. I did a bit of off-screen card acquisition so that we have cards to build decks that we would want. Which is why we have 64 Kadabras. Things like that. So yeah, when we last left off, we finished a tournament, and I think we need to go to status. We have 3 of the medals. This game effectively has gyms. They're just called clubs in this game. But yeah, I figure for those who didn't catch those, don't worry, we'll certainly talk about the game here as we jump in, but I think we want to, what do we have for ones? I think we did fire, we did rock, and we did lightning. We can do water. Or did we do water already? We did not do water already. Great. Okay. So, if we're going to fight against the water decks here, you can see, looking at Squirtle, Wartortle, we have a bit of a split here. A little bit of a split on weaknesses. So I'm flipping through cards quickly here. You can see Shelter and Cloyster here have a weakness to lightning in the bottom left. But if we go to Magikarp is weak to lightning, and then Gyarados goes weak to grass. Lapras is weak to lightning. Omastar and Ammonite are weak to grass. Articuno has no weakness. That's incredible. So I guess what I'm showing here is that like the water fighting against water isn't a perfect science, as you have both a lightning weakness and a grass weakness to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to take apart the deck we have here, which is a Charizard deck. We don't want to build a Charizard deck for the water gym. That's a fool's errand, you know? Like, come on, we built a machine that just gets crushed by all the water Pokemon trainers? No. We want to build something a little more correct for the room, you know? You gotta feel the room a little more. So we're going to build something based around an electric deck. And we're going to look through the electric Pokemon we have, try to find something to be a centerpiece, and then once we have a centerpiece, we'll build out from there. That's how I like doing these. So, let's take a look at what we have. We have the good-looking Pikachu. I appreciate and love this Pikachu. We have we have another Pikachu who is adorable and great. We have a Raichu. Okay, what's a Raichu got? Electric double colorless for 20 damage and 50% chance to avoid all hits. And I have Counting Kittens. And 60 damage, but maybe 30 to itself. Okay. What about our other Raichu? So we have normal Raichu here, but then we also have Fossil Raichu. Fossil Raichu does 30 damage for quad electric. That's a lot. Thank you, Strange MD. I appreciate the sub. Choose 3 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and this attack deals 10 damage to each of them. Oh, okay. So this is bench damage. Okay. Oh, we have Magnemite, who explodes. Magnemite, who doesn't explode. This one self-destructs. 10 damage to each Pokemon on each bench. Magnemite does 40 damage to itself. This Magnemite has remove all energy cards attached to all of your Pokemon, then randomly reattach each of them. That's a move. We have Magneton, who explodes with Thunder Wave, which can paralyze 50%, and then Self-Destruct that does 80 damage of its 60 health, so even Defender won't be enough alone. We have another Magneton, which self-destructs for a similar cost, but for 100 damage. Who also has Sonic Boom, which does 20 damage, doesn't apply weakness and resistance. Oh, that's really good. That's the exact, that's what it should do. We have a Voltorb, who can tackle Electrode, who has Energy Spike. Search your deck for a basic energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. Shuffle your deck actively. Then we have... Look at these Electrode faces. I love Electrode faces, you know? They always have really good faces. Chain Lightning. If the defending Pokemon isn't colorless, this attack does 10 damage to each bench Pokemon of the same type. Okay. Electabuzz is a good place to be. Jolteon. Double Kick and Paralyze. Those are all colorless attacks, though. Interesting. What about this Jolteon? Quick Attack. 10 with plus 20 on a 50%, and then flip 4 coins, 20 damage for each number of heads. Okay. Zapdos has no weakness. Thunderstorm. This is from Fossil as well. 40 damage. Flip a coin if heads, 20 damage to each bench Pokemon, 10 damage to itself each time it misses. And we have another different Zapdos. This one is the Fossil one, this one's the other one. Yes. So when I say that the attacks are colorless, I mean, I was talking more about the fact that I could use double colorless energy to get there. Attacks go off the type in the top right, always. Thunder does 60 and maybe 20 to itself. Oh, wow, discard all energy to use. Okay. So what did we see in there that seemed good? That seemed like a fun thing to work around. We could work around Raichus. We could work around Magnetons. Don't know how, like, self-destructing, though. That seems like an odd way to go. I think Electabuzz is going to be in any deck we build with this as just another support piece. Maybe Jolteon is a direction we should take. Should we take a look at what EVs exist? That might be it. Let's do that. We'll do that. We'll put in the Electabuzzes as a bit of a, you know, helper. And let's find EVs. Let us investigate EVs. By the way, this stream's going to be a lot of deck building. Oh, is there only one EV we have? Only one EV. Alright, we're playing 4 of the one EV we get. No, you don't have Energy Evolution EV. Oh, what else? We probably want to include one more line in here, because Jolteon is good. We could include the Thunderstorm Zapdos, or even the Thunder Zapdos. But I kind of like... Maybe we include the Jungle Electrode? Jungle Electrode can use double colorless. Can... No, let's do Pikachu's. Okay, so we have our Pokemon set up. We're going to use Pikachu's. I do not have... I clearly... There is the Zapdos you get from the legendary Pokemon stuff, but I do not have that at the time, of course. So let's put in the Raichu, and then we need to... we're going to use Double Colorless Energy, because that's usable on our Jolteon. And then we're going to include Lightning Energy up to, I think, 12. Sounds good. Then the rest of the deck is going to be Trainers. We have some obvious ones that are going to be included. We have Professor Oak and Bill. Other ones, so Pokemon Breeder isn't going to be very useful to us. We don't have any stage 3s. Stage 2s, stage 3s. Comp Search is always good. Plus Power is always good. Gust of Wind is always worthwhile. We'll put a couple Gust of Winds in for sure. I'm just taking a look at what we have access to. Sad Jigglypuff being caught by the claw machine was always this really weird art. Put put in our searches. We'll put in Stone Ring, energy removal, a switch or two. Now, I'm not going to build a deck with these right now, but Lass is a card I want to show off at some point. This is one of the very few pieces of disruption you have in this game. You and your opponent each show each other your hands, then shuffle all trainer cards from your decks into your hands into your deck. It's very, very powerful, though you have to know, like, when to use it, because it shuts you off as well. Imposter Professor Oak being the other piece of disruption. Like, buddy, how can you not tell? Like, look at the collar. There's, like, how can you not tell the difference? Alright, and we'll put a couple traders in the deck, and an energy retrieval, and a plus power. Actually, we probably want more plus powers. One less switch. Okay. So we have a deck. So we got Jolteon, we got Electabuzz, and we've got Raichu. I like that you can name your decks. Like, you have a lot of leeway for the naming spaces on these. Oh. Alright. So let's save Surfing Jolteon and see how it does against the Water Club. There are a lot of different water types. We'll be investigating those as well. So we can't go talk to the club master as Amy is asleep. So we're gonna go bug the other people in the area. Alright. I love my name's in all caps, it's always so weird. Oh, no basics. Our deck has 12 basics in it. Or no, we do have a basic. Oh good, I thought we were on a mulligan. Our deck has 12 basics, so it should see them pretty effectively. Oh, Electabuzz is a good start. We've got an energy removal to keep things rolling, a plus power and lightning energy, and we'll have to Oak after 2 turns. 2 prizes. This game's gonna be quick. Ooh, alright. So let's check Psyduck. We want to see what Psyduck is. Psyduck is weak lightning. So we go ahead and power up, and yeah, in the game of Pokemon, there is no choice on your mulligan. The only time you could technically have a choice in your mulligan is in Standard if you were playing Talonflame. That's it. But that's neither here nor there. That is the only time you technically have a choice on it. But in this game, you mulligan if you have no basics to play. That's how it works. There's no drawback to mulliganing in the Game Boy Color game. So we get to attach 1 energy a turn. We're going to attach our lightning energy, and we get to attack. We might get the knockout. Yeah, you can't show up to the Pokemon battle without a Pokemon. You did something wrong. Oh, they put my favorite Slowpoke. It's my favorite Slowpoke. Check this out. Alright, we got 2 computer searches. I thought your opponent got to decide if they wanted to draw a card if you mulligan. That you are correct in the actual game, but not in the Game Boy Color game, which is what I preceded it with. We're going to computer search. Discarding... What do I want to search for? We'll pick up an Eevee. Why would you not ever not want to draw, though? Because your opponent mulliganed 12 times, or something like that, and they, like, are playing a specific mill deck. We'll play the plus power, we'll use Professor Oak to draw 7 cards. We have a Jolteon, that's good, and we have a Pikachu. So, plus power says we get this knockout. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoops. Let me reposition that. Thanks for calling that out. Zoop. Feel bad about that one. Cool. Sorry about that. Well, a Slowpoke. Let's check out Slowpoke. We'll evolve our Raichu. I think we're just getting the knockout, though. Slowpoke is weak to Psychic, as it is a Psychic type. We're gonna power up our Jolteon. Okay, I could get the knockout if I'm able to find 2 plus powers. Right? Let's try it. So, computer search. Discarding an energy, discarding a Jolteon. There's plus power 1. This goes up to Fossil, you're correct. And then there's some Game Boy only cards that exist. Alright, let's use Bill. Alright, let's use Bill. Alright, let's use Professor Oak. I put 3 plus powers in the deck. Oh, we got the plus 10 anyway, we didn't need it. Hell yeah. That's the game. Scoop Up! I need to build. I'm gonna build the deck to show off Scoop Up here, after we finish this, area. So I want to give Jolteon some time to... oh, no, Amanda, I'm fine. I want a duel. Oh, okay, so, yeah, here's the mulligan. I show my hand off. I have no basic Pokemon. I'm forced to mulligan. Oh, my opponent is too. They have 3 Clefairy dolls. Huh. Well, we have an Eevee to start with. That's good. Let's start with Eevee. Oh dear, a Scyther. That's a very dangerous start. Alright, let's start things off by drawing up and see what we can... Okay, energy removal. I immediately want to use the energy removal and cut this off. I don't want Scyther to be able to attack next turn. Let's use Bill again. Okay, there's Jolteon. So we don't want to Oak this turn. I think I'm going to computer search. And we're going to discard... I have 2 Oaks, right? Yeah, I'm going to discard one of the Oaks. And... the plus power so that I can get a Pikachu. So we'll put a Pikachu on the bench, start powering up Eevee. And that's the turn. So next turn we evolve, we oak. Let's tail wag. Okay, no save and face there. That's fine. Grass Energy's back on Scyther. Let's check out Scyther, actually. Scyther we showed off earlier, but... So, in play area. Scyther has a fire weakness, but Swords Dance makes... So, Slash does double damage next turn, and Slash does 60. Or does 30, so it'll go up to 60. Alright, so we want Jolteon... Raichu, Lightning Energy, and Oak. Alright, what else do we got here? We got a Pokemon Trader, which we don't really need. Energy removal. Let's use Bill. Okay, we already played our energy. No, we get to double kick. Okay, that only hits for 20. We need a double colorless to be like, oh, why the hell did you do that? You had it. You had the knockout right there. Why did you, what? Look at this Jigglypuff. Alright, I'm going to use my energy removal to keep me from getting owned here. And we're going to put out another Eevee and double kick again. Nope. Oh, well, there's our double colorless. A little late to the party. Heck. Okay, so Jigglypuff's gonna switch on out and come in. It's fine. Let's start setting up, we can set up the second Jolteon, though. Like so. Jolteon has very low health. That's sort of a drawback to this whole plan. Let's keep using these energy removals. Poke, poke, poke. Yeah, the low HP on Jolteon is a killer. The two attacks do electric damage, G-Volt. Even though they only have colorless requirements, they'll do electric damage. Used Clefairy Doll. So Clefairy Doll is a fake Pokemon that just sits on the bench. Let's start powering up this Raichu. Poke, poke, poke. Okay, powering up Scyther. So I think the idea is, the reason why this Jolteon only uses colorless energy to attack is that they wanted you to be able to choose which Eevee evolution you used. And so you didn't have to, like, choose a energy type. So they're more expensive, but they might be, like, triple Eevee. You might be able to... Maybe that's a deck I should have built. I should have included other Eevees. That's something I can do. Let's actually take a look at that after the game. Maybe I can include one copy of a Vaporeon and a Flareon as well to give this deck a little bit more coverage. Oh no, an Ammonite. Opponent plays his or her hand face up. Alright. You might be thinking of the actual card, because this is the Game Boy variant Jolteon that I'm using, not the, like, in-game Jolteon from the actual card game. Oop, we get a pack. What do we get today? Ooh, it's that Zapdos. Yeah, so this is the Flareon I'm talking about. So this, I could include one of these Flareons in my deck, and it only has colorless energy requirements. So you see it's 30 damage for Bite, and Rage is 10 plus 10 for each damage counter on it. But I can include this even with just the electric energy in my deck. I think I'll do that. I think I'm going to change up the deck a little bit. Moltres. Wildfire. You may discard any number of fire energy cards attached to Moltres when you use the attack. If you do, discard that many cards on the top of your opponent's deck. And then the other attack on Moltres that is like 4 energy, 80 damage is a 50% to miss. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look. Iterating your deck is a very important process. Is a very important part of the process. So, yeah, we have 2 different Vaporeons. We have the Game Boy Vaporeon, and this is the one from Jungle, which does have water energy on it. And then this is the one not from Jungle. Oh, wow. This looks very familiar. Focus Energy is your next attack. Your Bite is doubled, and Bite is 30. So, we're going to include one of each of these. Ah. To give our deck a little bit more way to work. And I'm going to cut the Raichu, one of the Pikachus and one of the Raichus. Are we playing all of the traders we could? We are not. I'm going to include one more Pokemon trader then, so that we have the ability to find them easier. And we're going to cut down to just the 1 Gust of Wind. Alright. So yeah, the double colorless energies are how this deck is going to function, and now we'll have a little bit more working around weaknesses. That's good. Hey, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I already did that. Alright, so I gotta beat up on Joshua. Alright, Brock. With a Met hat. That's a nice hat. Alright, so we got multiple EVs to start, and a Jolteon. Okay. So we're gonna put our EVs down. And we're fighting against Horsey, and Horsey is Lightning Weak. Alright, let's start things off with the Bills. Before we do anything on the turn, we definitely want to draw. Bill. Hey, Electabuzz. 2 comp searches, so I could just go comp search for an Oak if this hand gets bad. I'm gonna put Electabuzz on the bench. I'm not gonna use anything right now. I don't have anything I'm searching for. Okay, I can't take damage next turn. Eevee winks. Hey, Krabby. Ooh, Pokemon Trader. Okay, well, we don't need the Pokemon Trader right now. We do want the Jolteon down. And, again, I don't think we need anything. Because our opponent is weak to lightning, so 1 heads on our attack will get the knockout. So let's just go for it. Cool. That's 80, we get our knockout. Hey, and a double colorless. Alright, perfect. Double colorless was a very useful draw there, as it lets us, this deck might benefit from some form of healing. Our HP is so low, maybe defenders. Anyway, let's check on Lapras. Lapras is Lightning Weak. Alright. I'm gonna comp search here. Maybe trader. There's 1+ power. There's a 2+ power. I empty my damn hand. So that stun needle hits for 80. I will go empty-handed to get the knockout. That's the only Pokemon they had that was of any, like, threat, so... And sooner or later, we'll just draw into a Bill or an Oak. Let's check you. You're Lightning Weak, so you're getting knocked out. Let's get you. Good, good, good. It's very... so Lightning Weak is the seems to be the more common one, and the Grass weakness is, like, around. Anyway, we get our knockout, there's only 4 prizes, and that's the victory. Decision. Hey, we get some more packs. Hey, it's Ninetales. Ninetales can force a switch and then has Fire Blast for quad fire. Mr. Fuji is an important card. We'll show off a little later today. Gloom. I'm just taking a look at cards and seeing if there's stuff I want to talk about that Pokemon. Lapras we've covered. There's Jolteon again. Right on. Energy removal. Alright. Amy. Let's do it. Alright, 1-on-1, 6 prizes. Go-Go Rain Dance. So, Amy's not messing around. Eevee and that's it? Well, Eevee DC, Eevee double colorless and then Oak? Yeah. Okay, we are starting. So let's put our double colorless on Eevee. Let's use a plus power Oak. Pikachu's go 3 comp searches? What the hell? I don't need to comp search for anything this turn though. Ooh, sweet, a knockout on turn 1. Hell yeah. Oh, dang it, they do have a bench. Okay, we didn't get the donk. Whatever. Knockout turn 1 is pretty dang rude. Maybe we can just, like, sidestep the game here. That'd be really powerful if we could. We might be able to just win the 6 prizes right now, right here, this moment. Check. What are you weak to? Weak to lightning? Comp search. We're just gonna win right here, right now. Like, I'm not fighting you for 6 prizes. You're gonna win if I go long, if this game goes long. And then comp search. By the way, this is why computer search is so powerful. Like, what if my hand is exactly what I need to defeat my opponent? Like, boom, 6 prizes right there. Hell yeah. We get the water medal, which looks like a fish. I like it. Alright, then we get some labs. Ooh, Magneton's back. Ah, the strong Magmar. So Smokescreen being damaging plus... So, 70 HP base, damaging on first attack, and poison on number 2. This Magmar's a very good Pokemon. And my favorite. I don't know, I love the art on this Slowpoke. A Zubat. And another lab pack. Hypno! Hypno lets you do a little bit of deck manipulation on your opponent, and then 30 plus 10 to a bench. Does Golbat have the... Yeah, so Golbat in here is actually Grass type, if you notice. Which is a bit strange. Like, that's... it's Grass type with weakness Psychic, because it's Poison. Poison was considered in Grass early, and I think Coughing is the same way. Though has moved to be Psychic. In most instances. Alright. Alright, I think that means we're going to save. And it'll be time to build a new deck. So the next deck I actually want to build is, we're gonna... I guess we should head back to the lab quick. I'm gonna go over here to this machine. Save our deck there. And we're gonna build a new deck. And this deck is going to try to take advantage of... This is what I just want to put together to show off. It's this is going to be a archetype of a deck that has multiple different ways to build it. And we're going to build it in a specific way just to start here, using Alakazam. And that is the like stalling sort of deck. The decks that are playing a longer control game. The decks that are doing some sort of silly combos. So, first things first. Chansey is going to be the centerpiece of this deck. Chansey here has 120 HP, and that's its main thing. Also has Scrunch to prevent all damage done to it on a coin flip. And can attack. It's not an unreasonable hit. 80 HP knocks out basically any basic or stage 1. We'll take out the Oaks and Bills and stuff for now. We're not going to go straight to a Chansey stall deck. That's a different style of deck we're not going to do immediately. We're going to start with a different sort of deck where we're going to play a different Pokemon, Alakazam. Alakazam here's Damage Swap, lets you, on your turn as often as you like, move a damage counter from one of your Pokemon to another Pokemon as long as you don't get a knockout. We're going to play like a 4-3-4 line with breeders, I think. A couple traders. So Alakazam is going to be our main thing here, with the damage swap. And then Kadabra is also going to be useful because Super Psy is a better attack. The last Pokemon we're going to put in is Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime from Jungle is a fairly notorious Pokemon from the old card game because of its Pokemon power Invisible Wall. Whenever an attack, including your own, does 30 or more damage to Mr. Mime, prevent that damage. Mr. Mime can only be lowballed. You cannot hit Mr. Mime with anything that would, like, actually kill it, or anything that would deal, like, any real amount of damage. It's kind of silly. So, yeah. Mr. Mime prevents all damage 30 or more, so 10 or 20 are your only options. Mr. Mime does have a bit of a weakness as it cannot use that power as though, you know, sleep paralyzed or confused. But I say weakness. That's not really a weakness. That's just a spot you can use to get through. So that's going to be the, you know, kind of the setup of our deck. We're going to be using Chansey over here as our battery. Chansey is going to allow us to go undamaged as much as we want. And the way we're going to use that is through... We have Pokemon Center. Remove all damage counters from all of your Pokemon with damage on them. Then discard all energy attached to them. Excellent. We also have Scoop Up. Choose one of your Pokemon in play and return its basic Pokemon card to your hand. The rest of the deck is going to be the computer searches, the bills, and the Professor Oaks that we've come to expect in a deck. We are going to actually be only playing Psychic Energy in this deck. We could play double colorlesses for Chansey, but the attacks on our Abra line are very much Psychic only. Like, that's it. Triple Psychic on Confuse Ray, double Psychic 1 on Kadabra. And I think Mr. Mimes is Psychic 1 as well? Yeah, Psychic 1 for Meditate, which is 10 damage plus 10 for each damage counter on the defending Pokemon. This builds up very quickly. Any other trainers I want to include, or do I want to go over 14 energy? Kind of want to include energy removals, but... eh. We'll go a little higher on energy. We'll go up to the 16 we were playing before. So yeah, this is going to be the archetype of this deck. And I'm going to show off a couple different archetypes of Chansey as we go along here, as well as a couple different Psychic archetypes. I want to build Mewtwo as well. And I also want to, I know it's not Psychic, but in my mind, Nidoking and Nidoqueen are. Because they are currently, and because Poison has moved over. These are grass types, but they get... this is another deck I want to show off today, is the Nidoking deck. Nidoking's one of my favorites. But yeah, Psychic has a lot of strong stuff going on. Oh, Gengar as well, I think, is one we'll touch on as well, hopefully today. So... yeah, go figure, Psychic types are good in a Gen 1 game? That's weird. Alright, so we have a new deck. The stream, like, half an hour, 45 minutes. Alright, that's not a spell puzzle. I can't fit house in here, but I can fit hut. Alright. So let's go straight to the Psychic Club. Are you me? Okay, lad. Oh, hey! Goodbye, Ronald. My ghost deck is really strong. It doesn't have any weaknesses. Yeah, we got pushed 2 squares. Alright, well, we're starting with Mr. Mime. Okay. Hits for 10. That also hits for 10. Okay, these are too small. Small ball for Mr. Mime. I don't like it. Let's... I'm gonna comp search. Get rid of one of the oaks. Psychic energy. We'll start building up an Abra. That'll be all. Yeah, well-known ghost Pokemon Meowth. Look, this is Gen 1. When you say you built a ghost team, you just have Gengar. That's it. It's just Gengar. Alright, so it's Oak. Hopefully we get a, Okay, we get a Scoop Up. That'll let us swap. And we can, like, comp search for the, Yeah, this is fine. Don't remember if Haunter at this point was good. There's 2 different Haunters in this game. One is really poor and one is good. I'll show those off a little later. Alright, and I know Mr. Mime ain't gonna get knocked out here, so that's fine. Yeah, there's 2 different Haunters. Oh, Alakazam. So here's the interesting point about this deck. I don't actually want to evolve an Alakazam right now. So Alakazam's attack is 30 damage plus confusion. But if we check in play, Kadabra's attack is 50. Magikazam. So let's scoop up Mr. Mime. Oh, let's a switch. That's all that was for. And we're just gonna get the knockout on Meowth. Oh, no, right, it resists Psychic. Oh, dear. That's strong. I didn't check resistances. That's fine. Well, we can work with this. I'm glad I didn't evolve. Yeah, forgot about that. Well, we don't have... That's still gonna be alright. Yeah, I was gonna say, I've been, like, annoyed, like, that's it. Like, that's not even, like, super bad. Let's put an Abra on the bench. And we'll comp search, get rid of Abra and Mr. Mime for a Chansey. I want a Chansey battery. We need somewhere for all our damage to go. Ooh, Bill. Good choice. Hey, there's Ghastly. We found it. Okay, I'm gonna keep paydang, but we have the knockout here, so that's alright. Now, how bad is the crackback? That's something I need to check. I think I just need to Oak here. That's fine. I'm gonna Oak, and we're gonna... Pokemon Breeder. Oh, let's use a Bill. There we go. So, Pokemon Breeder. Alakazam. We go to Pokemon Power, and we have Damage Swap. And this gives us all of the... This is the page 1 of the Damage Swap rules. You know, so we pick up a thing, and we're gonna So we have a battery now. We have a Chansey battery. This is very, very powerful because it means that unless they knock out Kadabra in one hit, they can't knock out Kadabra. Like, they have to do it in one hit. So this is the use case for the deck. This is the entirety of what the deck is supposed to do. You need to one-shot Kadabra or Alakazam. Okay, paralysis, that's fine. So let's go ahead and keep damage swapping. This actually is like a really easy interface for all the stuff that came up. Another Chansey battery, I'll be fine. And we'll pass. There were a number of different Chansey decks back in the day, and yeah, they were something. You are correct, Benek. We're going to Pokemon Power, damage swap. And we're gonna keep moving things onto the Chansey. Actually, let's keep the Chanseys relatively balanced in damage. No weakness! Ooh, Golbat. How bad's Golbat's hit here? Wing attack. Why do you have 4 energy on your Golbat? What are you playing around? So again, at this point, our Kadabra has taken 90 points of damage. But we just keep putting it onto the Chanseys. And before we win this, I want to show off the last part of this deck, alright? You check out our board, like, oh wow, we have our Chanseys. They're gonna run out of energy, you know, sooner or later they're gonna get knocked out, right? Like, we're gonna lose all of our, you know, our Chanseys sooner or later. Well, what if we heal all damage for all damaged Pokemon and then discard all energy from them? Like, we're completely... Like, unless they can kill us in one hit, and Mr. Mime can't die in one hit. That's the killer here. Mr. Mime in the front cannot die to a single shot. It is not possible. Without giving it a special condition to sleep, confused, or paralyzed. Because the ability does apply after applying weakness and resistance. So that's that trio. Mr. Mime in the front, Alakazam, and Chansey. That is the 3. Anyway, now that I've shown that off, let's just knock out this Golbat. It has a weakness, so. I'm aware there's an asterisk on it, Medibot. Hey, Blastoise! We'll be showing that one off later. The Nidoking. Nidoking's one of my favorites, so I'm gonna make that deck work, dang it. No, I don't want to duel you again. You're boring. Get out of here. Do we have any... Let's read some mail. The Master of the Lightning Club. Self-destruct. Oh, we fought them. You may find fighting cards in this. Quit winky facing at me. The levels don't mean anything as far as, like... They're ways of differentiating cards. Rain Dance, yeah, you'll get crushed if the game goes long, so don't let it happen. Hey, it's another one of those Raichus, and a Mr. Fuji. This is the build your own deck, and then this one has the Coliseum pack, the Gyarados on it, and an Evolution pack. Victor Bell. And then this one... yeah, sure, whatever. Scyther and... Jolteon. Alright. Yeah, but yeah, the levels are literally just to tell the cards apart. So, like, you know, I have different Pikachus. So there's level 12 Pikachu and level 14 Pikachu. There's level 40 Raichu and level 45. That does not imply that level 14 Pikachu is stronger than level 12 Pikachu. It means that it is different. So for instance, the level 12 Pikachu does 30 damage on its second move, Thunder Jolt. Pikachu here only does 20, though it does 10 to a bench as well. Same with the Electrodes. So the level does not mean, like, doesn't tell you that one is stronger than the other. One thing this game's missing is open pack.wave. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's the person that dropped their whole deck. Hey, you want oh, we're just going straight to the master. Alright, I'm fine with that. Alright, we'll put Chansey in the front. And so that way Chansey can protect us while we set up the Abracadabra in the back. Uh-oh. Well played. I don't know how we do in a mirror match. That's gonna be an interesting one. What do you got in play? An Abra. An exact mirror. So you can't beat Mr. Mime in the mirror. I think that means we stop drawing cards immediately. No, it's just coincidence. I built this deck and then forgot that Murray also runs the exact same deck. Okay. So we're gonna comp search for an Alakazam. Pokemon Breeder into that Alakazam. And then we're just gonna have to... wait. We're playing defense today. Yep. It's fine. Just... playing defense. Get set in, folks. This one might be a long one. I could have comp searched for an Oak. You're correct. I don't want to draw cards in this match. I think it's going to come down to decking. I'm not going to lie. I'm at 44 cards in deck, and I'm thinking about mill as a win condition because of this match. That is what this match is to me. We're gonna flip coins at each other, and that's it. I need my opponent to play a bill, though. I'm actually currently behind on this. Again, I built this deck to show off the thing. I didn't build it with all the gusts. There are switches. Yes, I can scoop up for switching. I didn't put gusts in, though. We do want a second Abra on the bench. We don't need switches in this deck if we have scoop up. Yes! Yes! Just draw cards. Draw all the cards you want. No, that's fine. Yeah. You want cards. Yeah, that's perfect. Just draw them. Yeah, cool. No, Kangaskhan, keep doing that. That's fine. I love it. Alright. So now Chansey's on 50% to prevent all damage done to Chansey. Oh, well. Futz. Yeah, no, keep drawing. That's fine. I don't care. No, Comet Punch. Uh-oh. Okay, we're getting punched. That's fine. Everything's normal. What happens when you run out of cards in this game? You lose. Alright, so let's start putting the battery over on this Chansey. Yeah. Yeah, keep drawing. That's fine. Yeah, you lose if you fail to draw at the start of your turn. So keep on scrunching. We need to find more Chanseys. That's what we're missing here. We need more Chanseys. We need more batteries. Yeah, that's fine. Keep drawing. I ain't playing that Oak. That Oak's fool's game. Like, I could comp search if there's... I could comp search for more Chanseys if I need them. My opponent is, like, up a number of cards on me, so I could afford that. You're right. Okay. And we're just gonna keep, like, battery moving. This is gonna be, again... This is the deck. This is how it functions. You know, let's comp search Oak away, Bill away, and I need more Chanseys on the board. Yeah, that's what we call iteration, Benak. This was the V1 of the deck, so expecting version 1 of a deck to be perfect is a fool's errand. Oh, come on, four misses. Yeah! Bob and weave, Chansey, bob and weave. Yeah! I love it. Alright, we don't need to play energy. Okay. Cool. We don't want to bill. We just want to defend. Yeah, successful scrunch is really good because then they draw instead of comet punching. Alright. Oh, are they getting the 4 heads to pay off? Oh no. Okay. Oh, oof. Okay. Pokemon power. I'm evolving into Alakazam because I need more damage room. Yep, just keep attacking. This is the Chansey deck, though. This is it. Okay. How much more... So poke power... Damage swap... We just keep filling up our... the hole! We can take it. Alright, I'm gonna go find the another Chansey, and then Pokemon Power, damage swap. Look! Do you know how much HP our team has? Our team literally has a combined, like, what, 2, 4, 5, 20 on the bench? Like, we can take all the damage. We can just take it. Sure. Like, we have room. We can afford it. Our accounts are endless. Right, you energy removal. Let me fix that. Look. The ballasts go deep. We're fine. Ooh, I'm sorry, did that say finished without attacking? I think that said finished without attacking. Ooh, they figured it out. Now that their hand has more cards than their deck, they've stopped drawing. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, there's their damage swap. Look, this is the immovable object. You are literally facing the immovable object. Were you prepared for this, Murray? Did you foresee facing the immovable object? You are not the unstoppable force. My iron body technique cannot be defeated. Okay, we're gonna take some hits. Oh, gust of wind. Ooh, okay. That's good play. All right, we need to keep our Alakazams free if they found cracks in our defenses. All right. If they have the gust of wind, then we have to be a little more careful with our ballast. That's fine. Whatever, we can afford that spot. We can just go ahead and play another one. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. Look, buddy, you've only got so many of the... Oh, you want to knock out an Abra? Sure. I ain't gonna stop you. Or maybe I am. Well, nice try on that one. You correctly identified my weakness. Yeah, look. Abra knows how to bob and weave. 11 cards left in our opponent's deck. And we haven't even had to use my Pokemon centers yet. I guess maybe I should, you know? Like, we got a lot of damage hanging out on our board. What if we just, I don't know, Pokemon Power, Alakazam. Let's clear some of this up, you know? Let's clean up the damage a little bit so that it's a little bit easier for us to deal with, you know? So this deck has modern equivalents. There are decks that in the game of Pokemon these days that still operate under similar principles to how this deck, you know, kind of wastes time and stalls out. They tend to operate under energy removal and trying to make your opponent have to waste resources in order to attack in the first place. Quad Wobbuffet is a deck, or was a deck. I guess rotation is going to take care of that. But even like Quad Wailord or even Quad Lapras right now, Quad Lapras is probably the better of those because it can actually attack and win. Murray's thinking. Yep. Quabbafet's a real deck. Don't look. Just because you can mathematically prove that something isn't a deck doesn't mean it's also not a deck. Alright, anyway, we're gonna continue. You know, I think we can get everything off the board here. Right? Can we... How much of this can we clean up? Okay, not all of it. Seven cards left. Time is running out for our opponent. The fuse is going. I don't know how they win this. I literally have no idea. They need to take, what, 5 prizes still? You know, the worst thing is, this isn't even, like, the most ridiculous version of this deck. I'm so glad that I got to show off the mirror. I completely forgot that this is what Murray ran. That's good. Can you... Like, they need 5 more Gusta wins and even, you know, in order to have a chance in this. And unless they have item finders, I don't think they have those. So yeah, there are still, like the scoop up I'm using, there are more cards that have that effect in this game. Like, there's Mr. Fuji, which shuffles a Pokemon in? Like, there's a number of ways. This is definitely the wall. Alright. Can't go through it. Can't go around it. You know it. It's gotta be the wall. Alright, you can't even when I don't scrunch, he didn't do any damage, so, anyway. Cannot draw because there are no cards in deck. Decision. We win. You tried, Kangaskhan. You tried your best. You must be pretty good. Ooh, a lab pack. Hey, imposter Professor Oak! Tentacruel's got a pretty nifty look there. Another one of those Magmars. Devolution Spray. Choose one of your own Pokemon in play in a stage of evolution. Discard all evolution cards of that stage or higher attached to that Pokemon. Alright, I want to I want to alter the deck a bit. I mean, the deck is as the deck is, you know? But the deck could be dumber. The deck could be dumber, and I want to put that together. And it's gonna have the worst game ever, but it's gonna be. So, I hope you're ready. We want Pokemon Centers, we want Scoop Ups, we want Computer Searches, we want Item Finders. Probably want Gust of Winds. We want Maintenances. What else do we want? Clefairy Doll, maybe? I do not have super energy removals at this time. I think we'll still run the Mr. Mimes. I don't know. That's... Search. I think the Gust of Winds and we'll go with the recycles. And this is definitely a movable object. And I figured Ronald would show up after these, so we're going to show Ronald the immovable object. Hope you're ready, powerful Ronald. There's no Pokemon in my opener. Funky how that works. That's a bit of a bad start for us. Ronald might have the counter to us in punching. strong move. Maintenance, we want to put these two away. We're just gonna get punched by this Hitmonchan. It's gonna be fine. Alright, so let's comp search for another Chansey. And we're gonna Oak. It's okay. I guess we Imposter Oak? Force our opponent to draw some cards. And defend ourselves. What does the rest of your deck have? Tauros. Doduo. Want this Hitmonchan out of here. Bust him. We're gonna go on the offense for a moment. It's fine. This may in fact be hubris. I might get demolished by our buddy here. Okay, let's put Chansey back on top of our deck. We'll see, though. If we do have other things going on... Like, if we do lose this one, we'll go ahead and load on up and then crush our opponent with a different deck. Sure. Energy retrieval. I love this Chansey. That's a Hitmonlee. Maintenance on the Fuji and the Bill. There's no mulligan in that works in this game. Like, they don't draw cards in the Game Boy Color game. How many cards are in their hand? Because I need to get their hand low enough so that I'm not getting hit here. Check. 7 cards in hand. I'm down 1 card on deck right now. Okay, let's Gust of Wind to the other Doduo. We're here to waste our opponent's time. I guess ours by extension? Ooh, Imposter Oak. How many cards are in my opponent's hand? Again, 7? Get some cards out of your hand, dude. Please? Alright. Oh, Ronald. We're just gonna get hit by Fury Attack until the end of time. So many coin flips. Doduo seems to be having the same problem that our friend earlier had. The Kangaskhan. Okay, how many cards are in your hand? 7 in hand. It's like you know. Okay. Okay, so now we are up on cards. So we're currently in the winning position. That's good. Okay, double colorless. I'm gonna pass for now. Ooh, Dodrio. Ah, 10 damage. Cool. Oh, hey, Chansey's here. Good. Let's check out what Dodrio has. Rage. 10 damage plus 10 for each damage counter on Dodrio. I got really bad news for you, Dodrio. Uh-huh. Okay. Hey, Chansey. So, here's a cool thing about Chansey. You'd expect, like, this Pokemon that has, 120 health and is huge to have a huge retreat cost, but no. It's 1. What kind of gust of wind into here? Nothing. This Dodrio is the least, is the thing that's the least effective of theirs. So why switch from it? The only thing that scares me is a fighting type coming out and actually having energy to attack. Yeah, I don't need to do anything anymore for now. Gonna slowly have damage do. What is the win con? My opponent has 23 cards in deck and I have 24. That is actually the win con in this deck. I'm glad that, I'm really glad about this, how this game is going, because it showed, that start was really poor for us, and it was oh, we could be getting punched here really badly, but we found ways around it. We were able to, change our plan and be like, let's go offensively. We knocked out the Hitmonchan, and now there isn't a real problem. Mill for fuckers, yeah. Oh! Oh! Hi! You got set up. Okay, we need to knock that the hell out. I did not realize that thing was full. Okay. And we need to gust onto Tauros, I think? Yeah, Tauros. That's fine. Right, let's put another Chansey on our bench. And I'm gonna item finder, discarding our Bill and our Oak for another energy removal so that this doesn't happen again in the future. How much damage does Tauros hit for? Okay. That's fine. Again, okay, they're attaching more energy to the Hitmonlee in the back. It's a bit of an annoyance. Let's play a recycle. Okay. Alright, yeah, we have damaged Chansey, we have undamaged Chansey. Alright, let's pick up our damaged Chansey. And... okay. That's fine. Okay. Ooh. Recycle again? Okay. Ooh. Oh, yep, you've got it. Okay. This high jump kick is a large problem here. Oh god, all plus power. Yep, 110 damage, that's fine. I don't need it. How many cards are left in each deck? God, I can't draw from my deck. Okay. I'm gonna comp search. Because we still have a maintenance in the deck, so we'll be okay. And Fuji also gives us additional cards, so I think the real thing is I need to keep this out of here. All right, energy removal. And then this hits for 20 on the bench. I love the animation on Stretch Kick, by the way. It's the best. Whoop. Alright, so there's our maintenance, which will, that's how we're gonna win this, is we maintenance back below by shuffling 2 cards in. I think we pass for a little while, though. I'm gonna Fuji once this gets too low. That's my plan. Ooh, energy removal. Okay. Okay, alright. Whoop! Oak doesn't make them discard and draw, it shuffles it in. Shuffle his or her hand into his or her deck and then draw 7. Alright, we can take one more before Chansey gets bumped, so that's okay. Whoop! Whoop! I love that. Alright, so then we Mr. Fuji. Shuffle Chansey back into the deck. And recycle as well. Okay. Alright. Let's scrunch. Yeah, Gambler would shuffle cards back into my deck. It would be a good include on this. We're working it, alright? Sure, energy removal's fine. There's Imposter Oak again. Oh god, this is like... Okay, item finder, give me... discard Imposter Professor Oak and Bill. And give me an energy removal again, please. Oh, Tauros is back. With a plus power. Alright. Our opponent's gonna start dealing damage to us, it seems. Okay, we can take one more of those hits. This is very, very close. Okay, so we take this hit. Then we're going to retreat this Chansey into this Chansey. And play another Mr. Fuji. Three cards left in our opponent's deck. Two cards left in our opponent's deck. Oh, they're powering up that Hitmonlee again. I'm going to computer search. For the Chansey. And this is just in case they do get a knockout. I want a Chansey on the bench. I don't want them to be able to snipe the win. One card left. Ronald is thinking. Ronald is thinking. Alright. Our defense was tried and tested at every turn. But we were able to go blow for blow with our opponent. And come out the better. I'm glad it worked. I'm really glad it worked. Especially against a foe that had very powerful tools against us. One card's in deck. Anyway, you want to win this one. You want to win this one for the super energy retrieval. I don't remember if this is the only way to get it, but it's unique enough. This is a card that is still in the modern game. Super energy retrieval. It's used in Blastoise decks. So yeah, it has a little different art these days, of course, but it's still a card in the current game. I use it in my Blastoise combo and expanded. Goodbye, Ronald. Yeah, it is the easiest way to get them, though. At least, like, without having to do the like, challenge cup over and over again. I don't like dropping in the games, is I guess what I'm saying. Anyway, let's destroy this deck. We do not need this. So, what's next on our agenda? What do we want to build next? I don't know. I think what I'll do is I'll take a look. Maybe I'll build the Nidoking deck I was talking about. I only own 2 Nidokings, but I can work around that. That's not a real problem. Maintenance and recycles. Yeah, Gambler would have been a good in there, but it was not in there, so. Yeah, how many Nidokings do I have? Just 2, I think? Yeah, just 2. Toxic here is one of the only attacks that takes out a Mr. Mime in 1. Muck here is another way to do it, as it turns off all other Pokemon powers. Alright, let's build around the Nidoking. Even though we only have 2, we can work with that. That's a problem, but we can work around it. I like Toxic as a move. What's gonna go with it? What's Beedrill got? Do the wave? Ooh, hold on. Yeah, you mentioned that. Let's actually take a look at that. That was a. Let's build we can build a real deck. How many Wigglytuffs do I only have 2 Wigglytuffs. Again, is that a problem? Ghastly Haunter. So this is the Haunter that's good here. The bad Haunter is this one with Hypnosis and Dream Eater, but the good one from Fossil. Transparency. Whenever attack does anything to Haunter, flip a coin. If heads, prevent all effects of that attack, including damage. And then its attack, Nightmare, is just, like, minimal 10 damage sleep, but it stays alive very well while you get up to Gengar. Fossil Gengar has Curse, which is the opposite of Alakazam. It lets you move your opponent's damage onto your opponent's Pokemon. I said I was going to show off Psychics. Let's do the Ghastly Haunter Gengar thing now. Which, I think this is the better one. Yeah. And we'll do Nidokings afterwards. Those will be the 2 we do. So yeah, and then Dark Mind here, if any of your bench, deals 10 damage to a bench Pokemon as well. What do we want to go with that? Could put in a Energy Absorption Mewtwo. I could put in a Psychic. So this is the final stall card you might be familiar with. The 59 Psychic Energy in a Mewtwo Gambit was definitely a Gambit. Discard one energy card to use its attack during your opponent's turn, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to Mewtwo. I think we're going to include Mr. Mime, and I want to find... Ooh, Meditate might not be bad. I want to find another way to deal bench damage. That's what we want to find. It's a good bench damage thing. Step in. So, some Pokemon in the game of the Pokemon trading card game, it's one of those, the more things change, the more they stay the same, you know? Some, like, Pokemon like Dragonite here, even in their modern incarnations, still, like, Dragonite EX, I think it's Dragonite EX that has the Rush-In on its, one of them does. One of them has a pickup, and then one of them has a rush-in. What else? I'm trying to think of other Pokemon that are, like, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Oh, Muck! Yeah, Muck. So Muck's ability here is Toxic Gas. That is, ignore all Pokemon powers other than Toxic Gas. This is a really common, Pokemon power for Muck and Muck-type Pokemon to have. Alolan Muck has a very similar Pokemon power that affects basics only. And Garbodor also had one where if it had a tool, all Pokemon powers were, other than Psychic, were off. Or, no. They were all off. And then it's Wobbuffet that was all others other than Psychic that were. Anyway. The point is, let's combine it with this dumb Zapdos. I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. We'll figure this out. We don't have rainbow energy in this game, so... We need our comp searches in here, too. We'll try this. Zapdos might not be the best partner for this, but that's alright. If it's not, we'll see that and we'll adjust. Ghost Bird. I think I actually want to include a few more energies that way. I'm going to take out a couple of the traders. Alright, next up we have Science Club? Can we do Science Club? Oh, actually, hold on. Back to the Psychic Club. There's an old guy over here. Yeah, you. Promotional Mewtwo, level 60, because we beat up on Murray, and this guy doesn't like Murray. So this is the energy absorption one again. which is pretty good. Like, for 1 energy, it picks up the other 2 that it needs. Alright, and then... Ooh. I keep going into this club and then leaving. Is Ishihari around? Hey. Yeah. I traded a Clefable for a Surfing Pikachu. Hell yeah! Yes! We got a Surfing Pikachu, everybody. It knows Surf. So it uses water energy to attack, but it is an electric type. Love that Pikachu. Alright. And now that we've come in here again, we can leave and go to the Challenge Hall, maybe? Yeah, Challenge Hall's on. Let's do that. Hey, Ronald. Level 8 Mew. Okay. Let's see how this deck performs in tournament play. Oh, hey, it's Amanda. We fought Amanda before, earlier today. That's cool. Okay, I'd like to play... okay, well, we don't get it. Jigglypuff. We put some googly eyes on your Ghastly. Let's... Psychic Energy on Ghastly... Bill. Just gonna pass. Okay, we got an Oak. I'm going to Computer Search, discarding my Energy Search and one of my Oaks for a Breeder, and then use the Breeder to evolve our Bench Ghastly into a Gengar. And then we'll try to find a Zapdos so that we have, like, you know, a real attacker at some point in this game. Well, Mr. Mime, but that's not gonna be enough, is it? Well, what if our opponent doesn't have, like, energy? How about that? What if our opponent can't do anything? Oh, well, they have a double colorless for us. Well, we have Transparency, though. Maybe that'll block it. Well, it does not. It's fine. Maybe our opponent doesn't have energy, I say. More forcefully this time. Uh-oh, Wigglytuff. Alright, we found Zapdos. That's good. So Wigglytuff has Do the Wave. Do the Wave does 10 damage plus 10 for each of your bench Pokemon. This was also a very common deck back in the day, because it's pretty easy to fill your bench with Pokemon that are pretty good. And then use double colorless to get up to that 3. Heck. Heck. Uh-oh. Oh, sweet. Hey, Mr. Mime. So, Mr. Mime here, are putting us too many Pokemon on their bench. So, have fun. That's good. Mr. Mime here is going to give us the time we need to build up our board. Let's energy search. We're slowly going to get a Zapdos online. Now, yeah, this is a wall, but this is a wall with a purpose, rather than a wall just for, like, we want to mill our opponent. This is a wall that we want to buy time with, you know? We've built ourselves a wall that is a deterrent, rather than a wall that is impenetrable. I guess I can put the Psychic Energy on Gengar. Problem is dealing with that Wigglytuff. That's strong. Oh, they figured it out. Switch to Poliwag. Okay. So let's retreat to Gengar. Wigglytuff is back. Ooh, okay. God, End has a double colorless already. Heck. Gengar needs to get the hell out of there. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, do the wave for nothing. Hell yeah. Okay. We're again, I need to draw like a Bill or a Search right now. I need to start getting to that point. Want to get bench damage so that, okay, more lightning is good too. We only need one more of those to actually be able to attack. I love that this do the wave just yep, keep doing that. They could put it to sleep, but they're gonna choose not to. Okay. Hey, Comp Search. Honestly, just want the lightning energy right now. So let's put Gengar down. Okay. There's the Poliwag again. Now, we would overkill the Poliwag, but we're going to avoid that. Energy Retrieval. Discarding Zapdos. To pick up these two Psychic Energy. Retreat to our Zapdos. Pokemon Power using Curse. And we're going to move the damage. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Onto the Wigglytuff. Bench 1 Wigglytuff. No. Bench 2 Scyther. Yes. Bench 3 Clefairy Doll. Yes. Okay. So Scyther's here. Now again, we're going to be able to use Pokemon Power, Curse. Power, Curse. We're going to move the damage off of the Scyther. And we're going to just deal damage, like, We're going to try to spread this as much as we can so we can get knockouts on the Wigglytuff. It's going to be the hard one for us to kill. Okay, so we take 10. We get 60 out of it, which we get to move around. Okay. Oh, Bill. Hey, Bill. How you doing? So we keep on cursing. We're going to move this damage off of Scyther to Wigglytuff, and then we're going to move this damage off of this Cypher onto Wigglytuff. And now if we get the coin flip, we'll have a knockout. Well, we can't hit that Wigglytuff with a coin, but that's fine, because we can move damage onto it next turn. And we should just be able to get the knockouts. It's going to be great. So yeah, we can move the damage off of Scyther. Like so. Onto Wigglytuff. Knockout! Now we get a knockout in the middle of the dang turn. And we'll use the energy removal that we have to make sure we don't get hit by this thing. So yeah. Anyway. So the deck has some problems. It's way too slow, I'd say. I don't like how slow this deck is. Like, needing 4 energy on Zapdos takes way too long to set up, and basically we're only able to do that because of Mr. Mime. So that's not great. Could be better. Anyway, we're getting the full knockout, though. Full court press. And there we go. Defeated one opponent! Yes! Okay. Hey, who's up next? Hey, Jonathan. Alright, we're gonna make some deck prep for this one. I want to build something different. I want to build the Nidoking deck, really. That's what I keep thinking about, so I'm just gonna do it. But at least I got to show off the Gengar, which is a powerful tool for, like, getting spread damage. And there's definitely ways to improve that build that I had there. That was definitely, like, a not, like, great build of it. But functional. Again, with the trainer setup you have in this game, you can effectively do whatever you want. Nobody's gonna tell you you're wrong, you know? Alright, we're gonna build the Nidoking deck. Even though we only have 2 Nidokings, we're gonna do it, dang it. We're just gonna have to use tutoring. What else do we want to include in here? Not Venomoth. Don't really like Victreebel. Flip a number of coins equal to the number of energy attached to Executor. 20 damage for each heads. And then teleport. Freaking teleport. I'm gonna include Pinsir and Scyther. Those will be the other inclusions. Egg Bomb deck is going to be something we can build with Venusaurs after this. Venusaur is going to be its own deck, and that's going to be something very interesting. Venusaur has its own. All 3 of the starters have a very powerful Pokemon power in different ways. Energy Trans here lets you move around your energy as much as you like, so you can stack it on Pokemon that aren't going to be dying, you know, and move it. So, Oaks, Bills. This deck is going to need the full set of trainers and breeders, and might even require us to have Pokeball. With the plus powers, I feel like those are going to be necessary in this. A Gust. 2 item finders. And the rest is going to be grass energy. That's way too much grass energy. Stop. Okay. So, goodbye to Ghost Bird. Don't call it a comeback. Alright. So we're gonna do this, and we'll finish the tournament up, and then, that'll be, I think, it for tonight. Because I've been going for about 2 hours, I'll be at about 2.5 by the time we hit that, and that's like a good, again, that's kind of a good time, I think, for, you know, how long I like to do streaming. Item finder, oak. Alright, well, let's start with Scyther in the active, Nidoran on the bench. Nidoking, eh? Oh, that's an oak. Oh, hell! That's annoying. Kinda wanna not use that oak if I already have my Nidoking in hand. Okay, search. That's good. So let's go computer search, discarding 2 item finders. We're gonna grab a Pokemon breeder, a rare candy. So we already have our Nidoking. And we'll play our Oak. Let's keep using Bill here. I'm going to trade in this Scyther for another Nidoran. Pretty certain as a kid I used to call them Nidorians. Thank you. I'll put Nidoking in the active. Alright, so the power of Nidoking. Like, yeah, Thrash does 30 plus 10. The power of Nidoking is Toxic. That's the real power. Toxic is 20 damage and then 20 damage poison. Which means they take 40 damage by the time it comes back to your turn. Skull. Show your opponent the skull. Continue showing your opponent the skull. Let's use Bill here. Let's use Bill here. Hey, there's a breeder. So we can get our second Nidoking on the bench for future. Scyther has free retreat, by the way. Skull! See, so, check out the Pidgey there? The Pidgey has 2 skulls for double poison. Right to the left of the portrait. That's a pretty good low, like, look at that. That is 2, 6... 11, 14, 18... That is 24 black pixels. That's it. The skull has been shown. Alright. I'm going to keep this deck for the final round. I like this one. Sadly, it don't, yeah, no, like, in the game, Toxic builds up. It's like, damn, 1/16, 8th, 4th, you know, it goes up. Yeah, 1/16, 8th, 3/16, quarter, and so on. Hey, Ronald. No, it doesn't. Get your weapons ready. Alright. It is time for our dance to end, invincible Ronald. This game's Toxic doesn't build up, it's just 20 damage. Attacks. Let's put Pinsir in the main. Oh, alright, you're gonna start with Bill. And Geodude! Well, first things first, before we do anything, let's play our own Bill. Ooh, Nidoran. And... Pokemon Trader. We'll trade in a Nidorino. For... Hail to the king! That Geodude is flip a coin, until you get tails. Geodude. Rubicante. You can cheese coin flips in this game. You can't, like, decide what a coin flip will be, but if you know what a coin flip will be, you can use that. Oh, wow. Scoop up. Well played. That's a strong move. Ronald, you got moves. You prevented me from getting a knockout. I'm not letting you build up a Scyther on the bench. Alright, we need to draw some energy. No, the way coin flips in this game work is that they're like seeded ahead of time. So you can know what is the coin flip will be, and then like use a card that creates a coin flip to move forward in the order, such as Pokeball. Alright, we get a knockout on Grimer. Alright, we get a Scyther. That's good. So, their Scyther we should be able to take out. Okay, they're building up. We don't have enough energy on our Nidoking to attack yet, so we gotta keep with our Pinsir here. For now. Ooh, good thing we got the paralysis there. We would have immediately knocked out without it. Alright, I'm gonna Oak. That is probably the best draw I could possibly have gotten in that situation. Hell yeah. And there's our grass energy. I'm gonna let him knock out Pinsir. That's not a problem. Hey, Bill. Now, let's use a plus power and knock out. Hey, another Scyther in the pocket. Hell yeah. Okay, paralysis. So we can't switch out yet. Gust of wind. Let's start building up a second one in the back. Hey, Bill. Okay, we might get knocked out, but that's not a problem. Black, white, and dark is, that is their deal. Pretty sure they have white 5. Alright, so we're gonna use a... plus power again. Actually, no. Hold on, we have to... retreat into the king, then use the plus power. Because the toxic will do an extra 20. And that'll be the knockout. Skull, 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 skull. Double skull. Show them the 2 skulls. Exactly 2 skulls is all we need. Ooh, Scyther on the offense. Uh-oh. That's fine. I can just poison you down. I only need 1 more prize in this match, so... like, it's on you to stop me. Energy removal. Ooh, okay. Energy removal could be bad. Yeah, we don't have a... Well played. We don't have another... because I was building up the one on the bench, I don't have anything. Let's pass it up. Okay, swords dancing. We're gonna Gust of Wind away that Pokemon into a Geodude with nothing on it. Ooh, an Oak. We just need a knockout. 1 knockout is all it takes for us to win from here, so 1 energy is all it takes. Alright, I'm gonna Oak away my damn hand. I will throw these cards into the garbage for 1 grass energy. Alright, and we don't even need to defeat the Scyther, we just need to defeat 4 of their Pokemon. So the Geodude here is going to fall to the... we show them the 50 skull. Hell yeah. Get out of here, Ronald. The Mew is ours. Shoot, I got a bad deal. He says, having played Professor Oak at least 3 times in that matchup. Like... Alright, we got level 8 Mew. I'll show this off. So, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage, done to Mew by evolved Pokemon. Neutralizing Shield. I said that Mewtwo and Mr. Mime were the last of the Stally Pokemon that Psychic has. I was lying to you. There's Neutralizing Shield Mew, which, yeah. So if they're playing, you know, a deck that focuses on evolutions, they need to kill this in some other way. The attack is very basic. 50% coin flip, or 50% on paralysis. So rare that it is still said to be a mirage by many experts. Only a few people have seen it worldwide. Anyway. So I think that's going to be all for today. We're going to do 1 more of these, because we have... yeah, we have 3 medals left, and we'll do 1 more of these where we get the medals and then go face the Elite Four. And that'll be our final stream of the Pokemon TCG for Game Boy Color. Hope you enjoyed this. I really love the like walk back into the, you know, the past of this, especially compared to playing the game these days. Like it's very different. Like it's very different in a lot of ways. The supporter restrictions, the attacks, values, and health of Pokemon these days, but in some ways it's the same. Anyway, if you enjoyed what you saw here and this sort of stuff, you can go ahead and follow. It's easy to do, and you'll get to see more things like this. If you want to support the channel, you can always do that by subscribing and get access to cool skulls. That's always great. Other than that, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.